Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A run for Weber. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Robert Quinn gets to the quarterback as well as any defensive end in the league. A lot of it goes back to his high school wrestling background. He understands leverage and hands as well as anyone.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Double tight, double tight. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Here's Kamara off the draw. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
3 down, 3 down.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert, and that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A first carry for Matt Days, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He'll take it at the 42. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cameron Meredith the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check the backer, check the backer.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, 54 Mike. Hey.
And to give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off play action. Herbert looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the second quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
And they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They'll drop to throw.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Weber. And some space here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Weber. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. Here's Weber.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now back to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And that's taken at his own 42. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Herbert looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now this one complete on the slant route. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On the carry, it's Days. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. Here's 2nd and 8. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Weber, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now, that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw. Herbert gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Completes this one to Meredith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
First down, New Orleans. Let's go. 10 Lobo. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Herbert gets it to Meredith, complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 6 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll run with Days. Still on his feet. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 10-2, son. Good track. Out. Let him.
They'll run on 1st down. Weber. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Weber, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Squeeze, double.
On 1st down, Weber. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He'll buy some time, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. On 3rd down, Weber, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. And this one's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Encroachment, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. On 3rd down, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Weber. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Looking to throw. Herbert is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. On 1st down, Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Mark that one against one of the top left tackles in the league, Tyron Smith.
Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd and 5. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And this will be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on 1st down. Weber. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. And this is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Weber. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It's our time. It's our time.
On first down, Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Looking to throw. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. This is Zach Line, the fullback, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Back to throw. Herbert, that's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. It's complete to Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On the draw, Robinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Weber. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Cowboys, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.